I really just didn't know what to do. I'm out of breath. The only word I can think to use right now is grateful. This guy's eating my butt. My heart is beyond full right now. That was just the cutest thing.
こんにちは、日本驚きへようこそ。今日は、あるアメリカ人青年の旅を追ってみましょう。彼は人生で最も大胆な決断を下しました。初めてアメリカを離れ、初めて新しい言語を使い、初めて全く見知らぬ文化を体験するという決断です。そして、彼の目的地は私たちの愛する日本です。それでは、この青年の旅を通して、この旅行がどのように彼の人生を変えたのかを見ていきましょう。出発です。青年の旅は、まばゆい東京から始まりました。
Just 1 week ago, I was learning my first words in Japanese, and now I'm sitting in an airport swiping through flashcards hoping it'll be enough. It's my first time leaving the US, my first time using a new language, and my first time experiencing a culture so different from my own. On the one hand, I feel ready, but I'll soon realize I'm absolutely not. My trip started in Tokyo because, well, it's Tokyo, but also my brother is currently living there. I hadn't seen him in over a year, so we spent a few days together before I went off on my own. And I wanted to try everything. Since Soji Temple, the Tokyo Skytree, Shibuya Crossing, there was so much to see I barely slept at all my first couple of days. I bought some cotton candy the size of my torso, a latte with my face on it, and I also ate these little octopuses. Octopi? I don't know, but it was definitely an experience. Everything from the food and shops to trains and views was so unique and fun, I can't say enough good things about Tokyo.
ここで彼は、お兄さんと数日間を過ごしました。彼は夢中になって浅草寺、スカイツリー、渋谷のスクランブル交差点を巡りました。そして、体の半分くらいある大きな綿あめや、タコの串焼きを堪能しました。ご覧の通り、東京はいつも人々を熱狂させる方法を知っています。彼は、興奮のあまりほとんど眠れなかったと認めています。東京は強烈な視覚的刺激を与えてくれました。しかし、お兄さんが一緒にいたことで、無意識のうちに旅が完全に安全な枠の中に収まってしまい、新しい限界に挑むことができませんでした。そこで、日本の文化に真に溶け込むため、彼はお兄さんと別れて本格的な一人旅を始める決心をしました。彼の次の目的地は箱根でした。
Having someone else around eased a lot of anxiety I had about the trip, but it also made it feel more like a vacation. I wanted to immerse myself in Japanese culture, embrace discomfort, and honestly, just find out something about myself. And to do that, I needed to be alone. So after a short time together, I said goodbye, officially starting a trip that would change my life. My first stop of the trip was Hakone, a city roughly 86 kilometers from Tokyo, with a population of about 10,000 people. The cool thing about Japan is you can travel almost anywhere using their extensive rail system. The only problem is it's so extensive that with multiple transfers, it's easy to make a mistake. This has been a little bit hectic. It's my first time traveling alone on Japan Rail System. I got off at the wrong stop, so I'm taking a bit of a detour. But everyone here has been super helpful. Even if they don't know a lot of English and I don't know a lot of Japanese, we've been able to piece together what I need. Another thing is they have hot vending machines everywhere. So I'm sitting in the cold rain right now. I just grabbed a hot coffee, which is really awesome. Hakone is famous for its hot springs and also its breathtaking views of Mount Fuji. Unfortunately, it didn't look like I'd see it today, but during my train ride through the mountains, it started to snow, which was a pretty magical experience. But it also led to the first big problem of the trip. I got off my train and started waiting for a bus to take me to my hotel, but after standing there for a bit, someone comes up to me and says, "It isn't coming." Apparently the bus I need to get to my hotel is no longer running. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I check Uber, there aren't any Ubers. I check Lyft, there aren't any Lyfts. I started to get a little nervous, but on Google Maps it just showed they use different apps in Japan. The first one was Didi. I made an account, put in my credit card, can't find a ride. So I download the next one called Go, and it says it'll find me a ride in 13 minutes. 30 minutes goes by and there's no sign of finding a driver, so I just start walking and hope it'll find one on the way. The route to my hotel is entirely uphill, there's snow and slush everywhere. I'm pulling a suitcase, and within 5 minutes, I'm out of breath. My phone is running out of battery, my hands are numb, and there's no sign of finding a driver. I really just didn't know what to do.
初めての一人旅は、戸惑いとぎこちなさの中で始まりました。彼は降りる駅を間違え、遠回りをすることになったのです。さらに恐ろしいことに、雪のせいでホテルへ向かうバスが運休してしまいました。吹雪の中、ウーバーやリフト、ディディ、ゴーといった配車アプリはすべて役に立ちません。彼は仕方なく、凍える手で雪に覆われた坂道をスーツケースを引いて歩きました。スマートフォンのバッテリーも切れそうでした。本当に気の毒ですね。彼の声にはパニックが入り混じり、どうすればいいかわからなかったと何度も繰り返し、完全に息が切れていると感じていました。欧米では、自家用車や配車サービスが当たり前の救済手段です。しかし、日本の小さな町では、悪天候の際、運転手と乗客の安全のために交通機関が運行を見合わせることがあります。雪の坂道で倒れてしまうと思ったその時、奇跡が起きました。
I must have looked pretty clueless because I start walking again, and two angels come up to me who speak fluent English. We start talking and end up bringing me back to their hotel. They're clearly much better at Japanese than me, so they explain my situation to a worker. Right away makes me a cup of tea, which was so nice. He gets on the phone and starts talking, and within about 15 minutes, someone comes and picks me up. I still don't know if it was his hotel or my hotel or just someone he knew, but a car shows up and I hop in. I honestly don't know if I would have made it on foot. I would have been dragging luggage uphill through the snow, but thanks to the sheer kindness of these people, I eventually made it to my hotel. The only word I can think to use right now is grateful. So many things went wrong today. I would not have made it here without the help of so many people, so many kind people. Things didn't go according to plan, but I'm not complaining.
流暢な英語を話す見知らぬ二人が近づき、彼を助けてくれたのです。彼らは青年を自分たちのホテルに連れて行き、温かいお茶を入れ、スタッフに事情を説明してくれました。そして、ホテルのスタッフが車を手配してくれ、彼は予約していたホテルまで無事に送り届けられました。すごいですね。彼の感情は絶望から感謝へと変わりました。彼は彼らを天使と呼び、自分が助かったのは地元の人々の純粋な優しさのおかげだと断言しています。欧米の個人主義は、時に人に頼ることをためらわせます。しかし日本では、おもてなしの精神と地域の絆が革新的なアイデンティティです。私たち日本人は、道で困っている人を決して見捨てません。無事にホテルに到着した彼は、ホテルの温泉に挑戦することにしました。
I had to scrap everything I had planned for the day, but I was so relieved to just have a place to sleep for the night. I was totally content just relaxing.
I think I did this right.
I did check off one thing on my list though, which was experiencing the hotel's onsen, which is a Japanese hot spring. If you didn't know, hot springs are full nude, so for obvious reasons, I don't have any footage.
That might have been the hottest water I've ever been in, but super relaxing after today.
最初は完全に服を脱ぐというルールにかなり驚いていました。しかし、体験した後は、今まで入った中で一番熱いお湯で、最高にリラックスできると認めざるを得ませんでした。吹雪と極度の緊張に苦しめられた一日の後、温泉の熱は心身の疲れを癒すセラピーのようでした。体は温まりましたが、昼食を抜いていたためが講義を始め、笑うに笑えないコミュニケーションのすれ違いが起きました。
When I booked the hotel, I thought I saw something about dinner. I hadn't eaten lunch, so I go up to the front desk and say something like, "Sumimasen, yoru gohan?" I want to make this clear, I am the tourist. This is 100% on me. But I was not proficient enough to fully follow the conversation. At one point, I end up pulling out Google Translate on my phone. But I understand that she ordered me dinner and I should go outside in about 10 minutes to grab it. 10 minutes go by, I head to the car, a man opens the door. There is no food. I literally motioned to myself to make sure he wanted me to get in, and it turned out they weren't bringing me food, they were bringing me to the food. I felt bad, I would have never asked them to do that. At dinner, my waiter even explained to me how to eat the food because I didn't know how. But 10 out of 10, one of the best meals of the trip.
ありがとうございます。 Literally nothing today went according to plan. I couldn't have gotten through the day on my own. I had so many questions and issues and things weren't working. I've never felt so nervous, uncomfortable, and just helpless trying to do basic things. I'm normally good in these sort of situations, but I was stressed and I just couldn't figure things out. I just can't believe how much people were willing to work with me and help me and go out of their way to make me feel comfortable, to get me what I need, to help me understand. The people here are so nice.
限られた日本語の語彙で、彼は Google 翻訳を使ってフロントに夕食について尋ねました。彼は食べ物をホテルに配達してくれると思い込み、外に出て食べ物を運んでくる車を待てばいいのだと思っていました。しかし、なんとその車は、彼をレストランへ直接連れて行くための車だったのです。彼は、最も基本的なことさえ自分でやろうとしたとき、無力感や不快感を感じたことを認めました。しかしその後、彼に理解させ、快適に過ごしてもらおうと全力を尽くす日本人の姿に、再び驚嘆したのです。満腹感と安堵感を抱え、翌朝、彼は日本の交通技術の誇りを体験することにワクワクしていました。
It'd only been a day, but I was starting to get a taste for what it'd be like on my own. I've always been a pretty independent person who'd rather struggle alone than ask for help. But I was coming to terms with the fact that that wouldn't work here. It was something I kept in mind as I started my journey to Kyoto. すみません、切符新幹線？
新幹線チケット、Consider correct.
はい、ありがとうございます。Oh my goodness, traveling here has been an adventure. Kyoto? Next? I almost got on the wrong train, but with a little help, everything went well. This was my first time riding a bullet train, and man, I wish we had these in the US. You can buy a ticket up to the minute the train arrives. There's no security or baggage check. The whole process is super efficient. I believe my train topped out at about 200 miles per hour, and to get to Kyoto, it only took about 2 hours. I got to brush up on my flashcards, which was nice, and overall just enjoy the ride.
新幹線に乗って京都に向かった彼は、発車直前に切符を買うことができ、面倒な手荷物検査もなく、時速200マイルでスムーズに走り、わずか2時間で到着したことに大変驚きました。この男性旅行者は、このシステムは超効率的だと声を上げ、アメリカにもこれがあればいいのにと願ったのです。そして、新幹線の圧倒的なスピードは、彼をことの絶対的な静寂へと導きました。
Finally, things are starting to go my way. So my first stop is going to be Fushi Inari Shrine, and I'm going to see if I can find something quick to eat on the way. Don't really need to sit down. I just want to make up for lost time yesterday. Fushi Inari Shrine is famous for having thousands of these orange torii gates, and was definitely my favorite area of the trip so far. There was something freeing just experiencing the unknown by myself. Without the distraction of my phone or unrelated conversations, I felt like I could soak in every detail, every piece of architecture, and to be honest, I never felt alone. I did feel out of shape though. This hike is kicking my butt right now.
何千もの朱色の鳥居を探索しながら、彼はスマートフォンを使わずにこの空間を楽しむことにしました。ここは今回の旅で彼が最もお気に入りの場所となりました。彼は開放感を感じ、建築の細部まで吸収できることに気づきました。決して孤独を感じないほどでした。欧米人は賑やかな目的地を好む傾向があります。しかし伏見稲荷では、日本の禅の哲学を色濃く反映した鳥居の無限の繰り返しが、人々を内面の静けさへと深く導いてくれます。静けさで心を満たした彼は、超やんちゃな住民がいる山で、体力を試すことにしました。
The day started off with a train ride to Arashiyama, a district on the western outskirts of Kyoto that has a bucket list activity I'd been dying to check out. I feel like I'm finally getting the hang of public transportation at this point. Slowly but surely I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with the uncomfortable and just figuring it out as I go. One of the best parts of traveling alone is you get to decide what to do every minute of the day. There's no debate, no compromising. If you want to try something totally unique, you just go and do it. So when I saw there was a monkey park an hour from my hotel, I knew I had to check it out.
Ichi? Arigatou. I didn't know I'd have to go on a bit of a hike to get there. I'm excited. This should be really cool. Only 600 yen to get in, which is about $4 US, which is not bad at all. Hi there. Oh, this is so cool just walking around with monkeys. Juicy fruit. That was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
I know. I think I just exploded.
I don't know a less cheesy way to put it. My heart is beyond full right now. That was just the cutest thing. I got like tingles in me. I think that's my favorite thing I've done on this trip so far, and it's interesting because it wasn't like easy to find. I think it was like number 12 on a list of things to do, but at least for me that was just such a cool experience.
彼は山を登って嵐山モンキーパークに向かい、600円を払って野生の猿たちと一緒に歩き、自分の手で餌をあげました。とても可愛い、タフな青年もたちまちメロメロになり、猿たちの可愛さに心が爆発し、胸がいっぱいになったと告白しました。欧米では野生動物は動物園やフェンスの中で慎重に隔離されていることが多いので、彼は非常に興奮したのです。しかし日本では嵐山のような公園のモデルが人間と動物との調和の取れた共生と自然な境界線の尊重を可能にしています。野生動物との直接的で壁のない触れ合いは青年に忘れられない体験をもたらしました。アメリカ人青年の初めての一人旅は少し孤独なものになるかと思われましたが、その日の昼食で思いがけない出会いの縁が開かれました。
Arashiyama is a little more rural than the rest of Kyoto, primarily known for its temples and beautiful bamboo grove. I spent a few hours exploring and taking it all in until I stopped for lunch where something bizarre happened.
Carrying udon to the side? Hi. Arigatou.
When I sat down, I saw another solo traveler I'd talked to for probably 10 minutes the night before, the only reason being we took pictures of each other, and we somehow ended up at the same restaurant at the same time in a totally different part of the city. No idea what the odds of that happening are, but we ended up eating lunch together, giving each other recommendations, and it felt really good to have a meaningful conversation with someone for the first time in days.
What's your favorite part about solo traveling?
I can decide how long I'm staying in place, where to go, and then just enjoying my time. Yeah, just enjoy my life, enjoy my time through the road. Yeah.
No, that's perfect. Thank you. No, with any luck, I'll run into you tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's just see you again.
All right, see you later.
Yeah, see you later.
I never imagined I'd get to know anyone on this trip, and I couldn't help but think how it only happened because I was traveling alone.
彼は偶然、前夜に出会って写真を撮ってあげた別の男性の一人旅旅行者と同じレストランに入ったのです。二人は一緒にニシンうどんを食べ、一人旅の魅力について語り合いました。とても心温まるエピソードですね。彼はこの瞬間をとても大切にし、意義深い会話だったと振り返っています。そして、この縁は一人旅だったからこそ生まれたのだと気づきました。関西風味の濃厚なニシンうどんが素晴らしいきっかけとなりました。日本の開放的な空間のレストランは、一人旅の人々が気軽に会話を始められる理想的な場所となっています。そして、そのオープンな心が、日本で最も有名な小さな妖精たちと向き合う心の準備を整えてくれました。
I knew very little about Nara, just that there was one specific park I wanted to visit, and that everyone online said it was worth a day trip. But it turned out to be one of the most interesting and unique cities I've ever been to.
I'm really starting to enjoy the public transportation system. It was definitely overwhelming at first, but I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it. And it's super convenient, just a fun way to see the cities. Anyways, first stop of the day is Nara Park.
I read online that Nara Park had some deer you could feed. If you couldn't tell, I really like animals, so I figured I'd start off there before exploring the rest of the city. It wasn't hard to find.
Oh, the deer are just walking around already. That's so fun. Ichi? Oh, we got one closing in.
There you go. It started off as a super wholesome activity, but within minutes they had me surrounded.
I might be gathering a herd. These two are following me. Whoa, hey. This guy's eating my butt. Come on.
Getting some good shots.
Oh yeah. One of them was he was just nipping at my jacket. He's like, no, you're just gonna give it to me.
One was like, he knew I had these cookies and then like attacked me, like try to eat my ass. Yeah.
That's what he was doing. He was grabbing me right there.
Bow for you 3 times.
Oh, look at that. That's so cool. All right, 3 bows. 1, 2. Oh, good job. See, that's how you get it. Stuff like this is just too much fun for me.
It's little moments like this where I'd totally forget I was alone. Even if it's just for 15 minutes, it surprised me how easy it was to share an experience with someone I didn't know and would probably never see again. And that's definitely something I'd recommend while solo traveling. Whether it's starting a conversation with a stranger or trying something new, always push yourself a little outside your comfort zone because that's what you'll remember from the trip more than anything else.
Alright, I've worked up an appetite. I'm getting really hungry. I'm making it sort of a goal to try something new to eat every day. A lot of the times that's multiple things. It's kind of fun because sometimes you get really lucky and you find some incredible food. Ichi o kudasai? Right. Alright, let's give it a shot. It's pretty good.
Oh, and I forgot to mention that I never escaped the deer. They literally run this town. The sidewalks, the walkways, the temples, it's not just a small fenced-in area, you can't get away from them.
This is my food. Hi, you can't eat this.
Nara was perfect for a day trip.
奈良公園に着くと、ロマンチックな鹿の餌やりの計画は、あっという間にユーモラスで大混乱なものになりました。彼は鹿の群れに囲まれ、ジャケットを噛まれ、さらには餌をねだって体を噛まれたりしたのです。このシーンには、私も友達も笑いをこらえることができませんでした。攻撃されたり、噛まれたりしてパニックになっていた青年でしたが、鹿のお辞儀の儀式をマスターすると、すぐに大きな喜びに変わりました。欧米の観光客は、奈良の鹿の自由さにいつもショックを受けます。日本では、神道の信仰により、鹿は神の使いとみなされています。そのため、彼らは壁に阻まれることなく、道路や歩道、神社を自由に歩き回る権利を与えられているのです。鹿の群れから離れた後、彼は大阪で究極のミニマリスト体験に挑戦し続けました。
So for no real reason other than I just felt like it, I just booked tomorrow's night at a capsule hotel. Over the past couple days, I've really gotten more comfortable with just trying things, whether that's going to a location and not really knowing what to expect, or ordering food and not really knowing what it is. I'm just getting a lot more comfortable with the unknown, and I'm excited to try just one more new thing. I just realized the total came out to 4,750 yen, which converts to only about $32 USD, so pretty cheap. Expectations are not very high, but it's gonna be an experience.
Leaving my hotel and traveling to a new city always made me a little anxious. I'd made plenty of mistakes traveling up until this point, and when I least expected it, I'd make a complete fool of myself. Ohayou gozaimasu. Nyomotsu no oroshi?
Luggage wholesaler.
I can't even watch that back. I cringe so hard. I meant to say luggage drop-off. I don't even know where that came from. Unsurprisingly, we finished the conversation in English.
That definitely could have gone better. As soon as I got up to the counter, I got kind of nervous and flustered, but all is well. I guess part of that goes into the difference between traveling solo versus traveling with people. When you're traveling alone, hello. When you're traveling alone, it's always a little bit more of an adventure. Everything has a little bit of discomfort. You make mistakes. It's not always fun, but it keeps you on edge, keeps you learning, keeps you growing. Versus when you're traveling with a group, it's a lot more of a vacation. You've got other people to pick up the slack. I'm very much more engulfed in everything right now. All right, I'm gonna drop by the capsule hotel real quick, drop a few things off, and try to give you a little tour before it's like 8 p.m. and people are actually trying to sleep in there. I'm so curious to see what the inside looks like.
So I guess
That's where I'm sleeping tonight. Well, there's maybe 7.5 feet by 4 feet. It's decently roomy for sure. Looks like you got chargers, an alarm. That's nice. Clock, calendar. There's a lamp. There's ventilation. Lights back there as well for the bed lamp. And it looks like there's a dimmer for that. Overall, it seems pretty cozy.
新しいことに挑戦したかった彼は、わずか$32でカプセルホテルを予約しました。そこで彼は言葉を間違え、荷物問屋と言ってしまうという恥ずかしいミスをしてしまいました。あらら、彼は日本語のミスに身をすくめたと告白しましたが、小さくても清潔で快適な睡眠ボックスに入ると、とてもワクワクし、かなり居心地がいいと感じました。欧米人は、広々とした個人の生活空間を高く評価します。しかしカプセルホテルは1センチ単位まで空間を有効活用し、機能性を追求する日本人のミニマリズムの最高傑作と言えます。そして、その小さな眠りの眉のすぐ他には、全く正反対の世界が広がっていたのです。
I finished up the day in Shinsaibashi, which is Osaka's main shopping area. It made anywhere I've ever been look like a joke. Restaurant after restaurant, store after store. At one point, I just stumbled upon a 14-story mall.
I think this might be the craziest shopping area I've ever seen. Just keeps going.
Traveling around Japan was the #1, unquestionably most incredible place I've ever been. Every little thing made me giddy. I'd never make the argument that traveling alone is more fun than doing it with your best friends, but I wouldn't say it isn't either. It's difficult, sometimes awkward, and even the simplest of tasks feel like an adventure. And that's something I'd never experienced with the safety net of a group. Japan is a beautiful country full of incredibly kind people, and the longer I was there, the more I learned that it was okay to make mistakes. At times it was hard, I didn't know what I was doing, and I needed help. But throughout the entire trip, I was shown nothing but kindness.
Matcha gyunyu? Arigatou gozaimasu.
I've missed a lot of opportunities in my life, and usually it boils down to fear. I'm afraid of trying something difficult, afraid of failing, and I'm terrified of what people think of me. Every time I think I've conquered that one, it slowly creeps up on me again. But my newest fear is the fear of missing out. The fear of not doing things because a voice in my head says it'll be uncomfortable. Discomfort sucks in the short term, but it pushes us to grow, to chase down the life we want, and become stronger versions of ourselves. It's the price of admission for the most incredible experiences in life.
彼は14階建てのビルが立ち並ぶ賑やかな心斎橋のショッピングエリアに溶け込みました。旅の終わりに、彼は日本が今まで訪れた中で最高の場所だと結論付けました。彼は、不快な感情こそが自分を成長させる原動力であることに気づいたのです。本当に誇らしいですね。彼の声は深い思索に満ちていました。彼は批判されることへの恐怖を新しい恐怖に置き換えました。それは不快感を恐れるあまり素晴らしい体験を見逃してしまうことへの恐怖です。道に迷ったり、言葉を間違えたり、一人で何とかしなければならないなど、数々の困難を経験した彼は、その困難こそが自分をより強い人間に磨き上げてくれたのだと気づきました。非常に安全で、人々が常に助け合い、寛容さに満ちた日本の環境。それは、欧米人が安心して不快感に飛び込み、完全に生まれ変わるための完璧な出発点なのです。日本人の純粋な優しさは彼に教えてくれました。間違いを犯すのは全く普通のことであり、不快感は成長と引き換えに支払う価値のあるチケットなのだと。今日の動画を最後まで見て、皆さんはどのように思われましたか？ぜひ、コメント欄に感想を残してくださいね。もしこの動画が面白いと思ったら、チャンネル登録と大きな高評価、そして通知ベルをオンにするのを忘れないでくださいね。今日も最後までご視聴いただき、ありがとうございました。日本驚きの次の動画でまたお会いしましょう。さようなら。